Now for my next functional print, you see how those three bolts are not quite laying flat? I want to do something to help those things lay flat, so I'm going to print off kind of a spacer underneath, so to put underneath to kind of get those things to lay flat, because they're kind of cockeyed against the edge of the wood underneath there.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. Then we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion. Do it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, holidays and weekends. We can have one more party. There's more hell we should be raising. One more party now, one more party tonight.
Okay, so we are going to create 3 kind of like half washer, deep washers that are kind of elongated out to try to fix that problem with those 3 carriage bolts on the box. So, well, let's see what happens. Okay, there's my spacers. You can see the kind of a half round with a flat slotted-ish washer so that I can slide them in wherever I need them to be. And then what I ended up doing was I took a drill and went in and made it so that those bolts lay in there straight up and down. So now I'm going to try to insert those washers and tighten them down with nuts on them, and hopefully they'll lay flat now. Okay, here's my 3 washers. Yes, notice they are different heights, but I measured them with my caliper and they should be pretty darn close to what they need to be now. Okay, that's what the first one kind of looks like. I don't know, maybe that's too blurry. Can it focus? Maybe not. But now I just need to torque it down and we'll see. Okay, I torqued it down and it looks like it worked pretty good. It's now laying in there flat, and looks like it's holding on to at least the edge of that board. Now let's put the other 2 in now, which are even in harder places to get to, but well, that's part of the living, I guess. 2 down, 1 to go, and that's the hard one. Okay, and there's the third one. In place and snug as a bug. Okay, let's go take a look from the top. Alright, those look a lot better now, don't they? All 3 of them are laying flat now, just like the rest of them all the way around the box. Yeah, I know they're rusty, but hey, what can I say? You know, that's part of this truck. It ain't perfect, but it's in a hell of a lot better shape than it was. Okay guys, I bought one of these seal packs so that I can keep my filament dry. And I don't know, it's just this -50 thing I bought off of Amazon. Seems to work pretty good though. It sucked this bag pretty empty pretty quick, so I'm going to try that for storage. All you do is you stick it in the bag, which is kind of a tight fit, then you put one of these little clips on it and slide it back and forth across this thing a couple times, and you get a half-dozen bags or so. But got that going, and now I'm running a print for my next can holder for the pegboard. We'll see how this one works. I think this will be a little bit better because it's going to angle the cans so that I can reach them from a little higher up and stack more of them tighter in a tighter space. But we'll let this go and I'll let you know how it prints when I'm done. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, well, why did you even take that other filament out and not run it empty? Well, I decided that I was going to try a different filament. I'm using this Elegoo. It's supposed to be a shiny black. And it's a little bit cheaper than the Kitty Rapido stuff. But we'll give it a try and see how it works. Houston, it looks like we may have a little bit of a problem where the 3 items, you know, the 3 pegs that just stick into the board and don't hook, don't look like they started out well. Now there's stuff hanging all over the place. Well, I definitely have a problem that one of the 3 bottom hooks and one of the top hooks fell over while it was printing. So I'm going to have to figure out something else on how I'm going to get those to print well. Well, tell you the truth about this stuff, I'm not too happy with it. I mean, as far as if I'm doing big solid things, great, but any overhangs or things like that, they're too fragile. You know, these 2 broke off the second I tried to put it into the peg wall. But, you know, the size is right, and this, you know, this is flexible enough that I could put cans in it, and that seems to be holding together quite well. But the hooks, every damn one of them broke. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Either that or I switch back to the other stuff that I know works a lot better. But as far as Elegoo goes, I can't recommend it. Maybe for some prototyping, for some rough sketches, but if you want a functional print, don't use this Elegoo shiny black stuff because it doesn't hold together in the fragile areas.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. And we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion. Do it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, holidays and weekends. We can have one more party.